Sorry for the interruption, guys. Was really hoping to do this video in one part, but my phone was plugged in. It just wasn't plugged into the wall. So it shut off in the middle of that. So yeah, people see you as somebody who's very emotionally fulfilled in and of themselves and is at a very peaceful state emotionally. They may also, some people might also feel like you might be somewhat stingy or selfish in some way, but I think that's just because they don't see all the hard work that you've put in for all of the caring connections that you do have. Because a lot of people might care for you in a very loyal, solid way, you know. But you've worked really, really hard for that as well. Just remember to appreciate it too. And for the dragon, seeing one's most true self and balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. The essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon. Breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us to surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride and we traverse even the most difficult terrain. The dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Anji is dim. Anji is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. So yeah, you're somebody very fiery, passionate, somebody who stands up for what's right and fights for what you believe in, and really works really, really hard to see the deeper meaning behind things and to really be able to fulfill yourself emotionally. And you've worked really hard to overcome any challenges or obstacles to be able to find stability in your life and in yourself. The subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center in the Manipura chakra. Manipura translates to the city of hidden gems, and behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sages believe that the health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions. And you know what? I think I'm going to pull you guys one extra card here. Phoenix. That's why I didn't want to pull two, was because it ended up being two spirit cards. A lot of times the spirit cards come out together, which is really funny because there's less spirit cards than the rest of them. But yeah, you're somebody who really brings a lot of transformative energy. Somebody who's able to rise up out of the ashes, somebody who's able to overcome any kind of challenges you face, any kind of scars or pain that fall onto your heart. You're somebody who's able to learn and grow from them and to find peace again. Freedom from suffering and past karma, reincarnation. The phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication. The essence of the phoenix is with us even when we realize that we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us to burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves. Again, we may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign of the fire of transformation that is upon your wings. The phoenix in the first chakra. The ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karmas resided in the first chakra. The earthen center is also called the Muladhara, or a root. The ascent of the phoenix begins here. As the entanglement of karmas is slowly burned, it rises from the ash towards the navel center. Again and again, it makes this journey from first to third chakra, purifying our essence and freeing us from the past. So you're somebody who has overcome a lot of guilt and shame, sadness, loss, pain. Somebody who really is very transformative to others as well. Very transformative to others and very inspirational. You make people believe in themselves throughout any kind of impermanence in your life or any kind of pain or hurt. You've been able to overcome that, learn, grow, and move forward. So that's what I have for this pile. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below, or if you have a suggestion for another video, I'd love to hear that as well. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Bye-bye. Pile 4. We have the wolf and the raccoon. So you're somebody very loyal, very driven to protect those that you love. Somebody very, you might be a bit of a trickster. Somebody who's very intelligent. Somebody who is able to find new ways of doing things if you need to. Somebody who's very loyal, very deep emotionally as well, very sensitive, very intuitive, and really has a good gut instinct. You embrace others no matter appearances or hearsay. You trust your own judgment and intuition. Everything always seems to fall into place. Of course, that takes hard work too. This one's reminding me of 3 just a little bit. So there may actually be 1 or 2 of you that chose both. Let me know if you did in the comments. So, at first glance, people really seem to think that everything just always falls into place for you and everything's just so easy, but really, that takes a lot of hard work too. And once people get to know you more, they start to see that, wow, you work hard. And you really work exceptionally hard to make sure that you don't judge others through gossip or hearsay or anything of that sort. You embrace them no matter what the appearances are, and you trust your own intuition when it comes to that. Your gut instincts is what guides you and leads you. Positive thinking. In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want, and I take a lawnmower to that jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a pretty badass mind gardener. So you're somebody who really doesn't feel a lot of jealousy or resentment. You're somebody who is really very able to weed out the bad thoughts and really able to focus on the positive things around you. High Priestess, Knight of Swords, 5 of Wands, 4 of Swords, Sun, 7 of Swords. So you're somebody who is really very easily able to see through any kind of lies, any kind of deception, any kind of trickery. And you may also be somebody who is quite capable of manipulating others if you wanted to as well. I don't think you necessarily do. That it doesn't sound like you do, but you are very capable of seeing through the manipulations of others and you fight back against those. You're somebody who will express the truth and doesn't really lie, I don't think. And you don't believe the lies of others either because you know that that's just them trying to compete to win top spot in a way. Especially if you're somebody who's so non-judgmental and so positive thinking and really has a lot of luck and abundance on your side. People want to be around that. And so, you probably have a lot of people who try to do it in the wrong ways because they don't feel worthy of coming in the right ways in a way. You're somebody who really rests and reflects on everything that's going on around you and really is able to see the truth in it. Somebody who really is able to pick up on the subtle things that are below the surface. Somebody who is very competitive at times as well. Somebody who speaks your truth and somebody who fights for what you feel is right. You're somebody who's very inspirational, positive, joyous. Somebody who's really very awake, and you really bring a lot of positivity and joy to others, hope, optimism. You're somebody who has a lot of faith and trust in the universe and the signs and synchronicities you receive. You're somebody who also really believes in your intuition and trusts in that. You're somebody who's very patient, very mysterious, somebody who really might seem a little bit unattainable as well. And that's what I was saying about these people that are trying to fight for a spot in your life, and they may try to do it in underhanded ways by making other people look bad. But what they don't realize is you got room for everybody. You don't got to pick one person to love. You can love everybody, and you can shine that light onto everybody, and that's what you do. You're somebody who shines that light onto everybody. And so we have the raccoon and the wolf. If I remember correctly, that group is back here. Yep. Wolf turns straight to the page. Guardian of family and tribe activism ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes that every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps to balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all and exclude none. You're somebody who does embrace all and excludes none. You're somebody who really is very humanitarian, somebody who stands up for others, somebody who teaches others, somebody who helps others, somebody who really helps others to contemplate and see that theme of embracing all people around them and excluding none. When in balance, you're somebody very reliable, democratic, fearless. When out of balance, judgmental or dominating. To bring into balance, practice letting go. Been there myself where you're in that energy of wanting everybody to follow suit, but it's not a fun place to be when you can't just accept that some people are on their own journeys. Raccoon. Talented, shadowy, and hiding. The raccoon energy is at play within all artists to a greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, skillfulness with a particular musical instrument and creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times it limits your creativity. Who am I and who does my audience think I am? What if I'm ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. When in balance, generous friend, exceptional artist. When out of balance, competitive or starving artist. To bring into balance, make new works. So you may also be somebody who has a lot of self-esteem or self-worth issues because you don't realize how much of a light you are in other people's lives, and also probably because you're this unapproachable person with the secrets and knowledge that you have, and with the mentorship and all that kind of stuff. It really puts you on a pedestal in a way to where a lot of people won't approach you. So you may really you might spend a lot of time alone, and you really may feel like, you know, you aren't good enough or aren't worthy enough to be around other people. But what you don't see, and what you keep yourself from seeing by believing these things, is that other people are constantly competing for your attention, your time, and constantly trying to get you on their side. But you're somebody who follows your own path and your own drum and the beat of that drum, and you're somebody very positive and joyous and really inspires others. So really just love yourself and love what you bring to the world, and you will start to see all the people around you who see all these amazing things in you as well. And don't feel like you have to live up to their thoughts or ideas or perceptions of what you should be either. Don't let that put any pressure on you. Just be yourself. Be yourself and know that yourself is good enough. You believe that everyone else is good enough. I can tell just by the spread. So believe that you are good enough. I hope you have a beautiful night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. I would absolutely love to hear your feedback in the comments, or if you have a suggestion for another video, I'd love to hear that too. Please share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Hope you have a good night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye-bye.